Are you financially ready? It's a big question. Some people think that it's just really easy to go buy a house. Some other people know that you might have to have a 20% down payment. How in the world are you going to come up with $200,000 to buy $1 million house? There's certain things that we can do to help you understand that you don't necessarily need $200,000 or a 20% down payment, but you have to understand your budget, and you have to understand that your payment is going to get a little bit more higher than if you're paying rent right now. But there's some advantages that we'll go into on the tax side. So, and then we also want to make sure we look at your credit and understand what your credit looks like. Again, it's not my business to know your social security number, what your credit is. If it's, I generally need to know if it's good, bad, or oh my God, it's horrible. And don't think that it doesn't happen. I was there back in my 20s. I had horrible credit, and now I have great credit. It's not a death knell in your home buying journey. There's certain things that we can do working with the right people to get you on your way to buying a house. A lot of people go in to get their finances set up, get their loan approval started. And generally speaking, you talk to any loan broker, lender, bank, whatever, and they're going to tell you it's anywhere between 15 and 30%. I put that number out there. And a lot of times it's because they're missing one little tiny thing. It could be reserves. It could be they need to work on their credit. Maybe they have bad payment history on their credit cards, and that's stopping them from working with that specific lender. Banks are really tight. You go to the national banks, I'm not going to tell you which ones, but they're going to be very strict about their guidelines because they're more interested in refinances and refinancing your house from an okay rate, interest rate to a better interest rate. And that's really their strength. Credit unions are great if you are a round peg for a round hole. Their guidelines are pretty strict, but they understand the market and they're willing to work with us on the market. Where banks, like I mentioned before, the bigger banks, they don't really care about our timeline. So if we say we have a 30-day close of escrow, they're like, I don't care. I'm going to close when I feel like it. And that's the way it is. So just keep that in mind. I tend to like to work with loan brokers, lenders that have multiple different types of products, understand the market, and are competitive in rate. They're not going to give you the national bank rates. They might be an eighth off, but they're able to work with you on credit, understanding your budget, helping you with your reserves, and coaching you through the scenarios to find out which loan product you fit in. So if you get declined or denied a loan from a big bank, don't worry about it. There's other people that are out there that can help you. And if you're not ready yet, you're not ready yet, but we can work with you on that.